What's going on, everybody? We can't hear my man Wayne. He was hyped though. I saw him over there doing this thing. Wayne, what's up, man? You good over there? I can't hear Wayne, man. Oh no, what is going on? Can
Oh,
y'all
I
hear
muted
Wayne?
my
Maybe
mic because I was smacking. That's what happened.
there he is. All right, go ahead. Bring that energy, bro. Let's go, man. I know what time it is already.
It's 49er football time, Mike. Like, look, here's the Ooh. I was smacking on some good old delicatessen protein. I'll leave it at that.
No, it's funny. I went to a bakery today and had to, get my baby's birthday is Friday. So we were
Mm-hmm.
trying to order her cake and everything. And then my daughter's so picky that we
Really?
couldn't get she's very picky. So she wanted a lemon cake for her birthday, right? And so I went to order it, and the lady was like, "We're gonna double it up. It's two vanilla cakes with the
Lemon
lemon
filling.
filling inside." And my wife was like, "No, that's not what she wants. She wants lemon flavored cake, like the cake itself to be lemon flavored." And the
That's
lady was
different.
like, "We don't do that." So long story short, they ended up just making the cake top for us with the writing on it, like the picture that she wanted. We do custom cake with the pictures and everything. So they made the top, and now my wife has to bake the cake, lemon flavored actual cake. So we're gonna do the icing and all that stuff, but we got the topper for it. And while I was in there, I was like, "Yo, I want a salad," because they also do like hoagies and stuff like that. And I smelled the onions, and I'm like, "Oh, my mouth was watering." So I got a garden salad, and I had them add the meats and stuff to it and the
The
cheeses to
meats.
make it like a chef salad. We have the
Ooh.
meats.
The meats.
So I'm excited. I didn't eat it yet because I only eat like once or twice a day now at this, but it's definitely I'm looking forward to lunch tomorrow already, bro. I'm already looking forward to it. Wayne Breezy, man, y'all. This is another episode of No Harm, No Foul. We in the building, man. Wayne, how you feeling today, man? The busiest man on earth.
I'm, I'm tired. I don't say that I'm tired too often, but I'm freaking exhausted. But listen, got a long day of work ahead of me. Days just midday for me. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm great. You know, look, it's Jaguars time. It's we took a beating by the last cat. I don't expect the 49ers to get beat by two cats in one season.
It's interesting. It's interesting. I mean, these Wildcats is tearing us up. We got beat by the Vikings, but I know you're talking about the Bengals, right? So that's the Tiger. Now this
Mhm.
now this next Wildcat is a little bit smaller.
And a little
It's a
bit
little bit
faster.
smaller. I don't know if the Jaguar's faster than the Tiger.
Jaguars one of the fastest cats, right? You got the puma, you got the jaguar, you got
Well,
the
the cheetah's
cheetah.
number one.
Cheetah's number one. Jaguar's pretty fast.
Hmm.
That's why they
I gotta
called the
look up.
car the Jaguar. It's got a nice engine in it.
Oh, okay, okay. All right. I never thought about that. I never thought about that. But yes, to answer the question on the screen, Callie. So this daughter in particular doesn't like the whip icing. She's very particular about like textures. She doesn't like custard. She doesn't like she doesn't like puddings. So that's why we didn't get the lemon filling. So she also doesn't like the whipped icing. She only likes the buttercream icing because it's thicker. It's like a sweeter type of thing. So it is what it is, you know. But yeah, that's where we are, man. Sean says we starting with story time, man. So he went back to Target today. Security guard saw Kanan and said, "There he is," and started clapping. Oh my God.
I like
Oh
that.
man, terror in Target, man. He is definitely terror in Target.
Did
The
that
throw
happen
up
on
terror in
Halloween?
Target.
The terror?
Was that Halloween? It was
I
close
can't
to it.
remember.
It was
Yeah,
close
it
to it.
was.
I don't remember what day it was, man. That is actually very incredible. Very, very incredible. But wait, man, we got to start talking about the show. I know we have a very specific topic to get to, but I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I'm not picking the Niners to win this game, bro.
Mike, you're lying. But that's okay. Like, stop capping, Mike.
See, see, okay,
Because I
here we
know
go.
you're capping. I know you.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
I know when you lying and I know when you're not lying. But do tell the faithful that are tuned in to No Harm, No Foul while you're not picking the 49ers to win this game.
Because the Niners are trending in the opposite direction. The Niners were averaging over 150 yards a game when we were winning, rushing. We're doing a fraction of that. The defense was allowing You know, 200 to 230 yards a game. We're giving up double that now. The offense was putting up 30 plus points a game. We're doing half of that now. So the only reason anybody in their right mind would be picking the Niners to win this game is simply is if they're hoping the Niners win this game, hoping that they just flip some switch.
I'm not hoping, and I'm picking them to win this game. That's what you're saying.
I'm saying that you're saying that based off of hope.
I'm not saying that based off of hope. I know that the Niners, every team that they've played, the Niners are the more dominant team before they play the game. When they play the game, that's a different question. From the last 3 games, the Niners.
What?
What? What do you mean? What?
What did you just say?
I said every team that the 49ers play, they're the more dominant team. They are. Like before the game starts, on paper, if I'm wrong, Vegas wouldn't pick them to win all the time, right?
Hey, before the game, they're the more dominant team. What? Before the game don't matter. That's like saying last year we were in the championship. That's nothing right now.
It does mean something right now. If that's the case, then you wouldn't bet on teams, right? If that shit didn't mean nothing, then you wouldn't take your money and go bet on teams if you didn't feel like your team is going to win. Now, there's stipulations in betting, right? You could bet the under, you could bet the over, you could bet against your team. I don't know what none of that means. I'm being honest. I have no idea what I just said. I'm just saying that I feel like the Niners still are the more dominant team. They got the better weapons. They're better equipped. Now they have to go out and prove it, right? But I don't believe and I don't hope that they will do it. I know that they will do it.
You know it.
I definitely know it.
10, 24, 20,
30
7.
I don't know what that means. Oh, I get what you're saying.
That's how many points the Jaguars have allowed the last 5 games.
Mike, them motherfuckers ain't playing nobody.
Yeah, bro, the Bills only put up 20 on them.
The Bills ain't scoring like they scored 2 seasons ago.
The Niners ain't scoring like they were scoring
the
5
Niners,
games ago.
And that's the Bill. Listen, the Bills team, both of these teams are built off of defense. That's first and foremost. And when your defense is struggling, your defense is missing key pieces, your defense isn't being able to do what they do, then there's reasons why the offenses are struggling. Now, when it comes to
is missing key pieces,
I'm talking about the Bills and why they're not scoring. And if you want to talk about our pieces as far as key pieces, just picking on the Nickelback is enough. So if you're gonna sit there and tell me we got a Nickelback back there, then Mike, I'm gonna need you to keep smoking that stuff.
I'm gonna keep on smoking.
Because that means you got a Nickelback. We got a Nickelback worth talking about. Even though every week they pick on the Nickelback spot. Every week.
What does that have to do with the points we putting up in the game?
Because if your defense, if you're go ahead.
So the offensive woes are the fault of one player on the defense, is what you're saying?
I'm just saying, man, I'm not blaming the defense or the offense. I'm blaming them simultaneously. They both have issues. But if you look at teams that are built off of defenses, when they come firing out, and then your offense can't go out there and do anything with the daggone ball, then the defense is back on the field. Or if your offense goes out there and turns the ball over, your defense is back on the field. So defenses get worn out over time. That doesn't mean that the defense, to me, the defense adjusts better than the offense. And I think that's how it's supposed to be, right? Your defenses are supposed to figure out and fine tune and make those adjustments as games go along. Whereas the offense is supposed to come out and get into some type of a rhythm and things like that. It's harder to adjust than the offense. For example, when a key piece goes down, it's almost impossible to adjust if that key piece is the key that triggers or ignites the offense. And if we go back to the Cleveland Browns game, after that first positive Debo run, he gets injured on that play. What happened to the rest of the game? It was like it was a struggle offensively. Now you got the defense just having to win a game, and it just didn't work out. And then it continued to trickle the domino effect going the next 2 games, right? It continued to trickle that way. Now, I thought the defense gave up explosive plays, but they're still number 3 in explosive plays allowed in the NFL. Like that's crazy, right? So it's when the defenses get caught slipping. As far as the offense for this team, they work hand in hand. Now, if you don't want to have faith in this team, that's fine and dandy. If they got to prove it to you, that's fine and dandy. But don't motherfucking get mad when I say I told you so. Like at the end of the day, like we know what this team is capable of. We know that they haven't been themselves. We know, I would say in at least 2 of those 3 losses, they beat themselves. At least 2 of those 3 losses, they beat themselves. Players not executing, and we've talked about it over and over again. Like you even alluded to coaching, bad energy, mindset. Like it just goes all around, and then the mistakes happen, in my opinion, Mike, at the worst opportune time. So if we're trending downwards, that's the one thing that I'll agree with you about. But that doesn't mean that this team isn't the better team, and they can't go out there and beat this team that's got on a 5-game winning streak. Because and the reason why I said that, Mike, is specifically because like when I looked at the Niners and I looked at how dominant they were and I looked at where they were ranked, they got beat. So a 5-0 team, a 5 winning streak team can get beat. It all comes down to how you go out there and do it. Like you said, I think the Niners have better weapons than the Jacksonville Jaguars on both sides of the ball. Now they have to go out there and translate that into the football field.
Okay. The Niners have better weapons on both sides of the ball than the
I do.
Bengals.
I do. I think so. I think the Niners
I'm
have the best.
talking about the Bengals.
Let's go through the team then. Let's go through. Let's go quarterback.
Than the Bengals?
Yeah. No, not the Bengals. I'm talking about the Jaguars. Did I say
Oh,
Bengals? I
'cause
meant
I
the
was gonna
Jags.
no. You said the Jags. You
Oh,
did,
okay.
but I was gonna bring
No,
up these
no.
last 3 games. The Niners have had
That
better.
was the only game I had us losing, Mike. I
But
also had us losing to the Vikings too. I
that's
did.
what you had us losing, but we
I
lost
did.
3 in a row, and we were better on both sides of the ball than all 3 of these teams.
I don't think we were better than the Bengals. Because the quarterback to me separates
Okay.
it.
Okay. I feel you. I know where you're going with that, right? So Joe Burrow looks like he's back, and he's going to elevate the play of all those wide receivers,
And
even the running back. So I get that, right?
the only reason why it looks like he's back, I thought maybe against us it was a fluke, but then he went and did it the following week
Yeah.
against the Bills.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Just hey, listen, man. So what I did
I
today,
had us losing to the Vikings with JJ, and we lost to the Vikings without JJ.
right? There's
Right.
no. So I did some soul searching today, and Wayne can tell y'all this. We don't do a lot of pre-pro. What we're going to discuss, we pick a topic, and then that's it. We don't say I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna say that, none of that. But Wayne can tell you. I texted him about an hour ago, bro. I am itching to talk Niners. I've been walking around pacing.
Well, when
Like,
I was in the gym, and when I read that I'm itching, I'm like, dude, you gotta go to the doctors. Because that was the first thing I said, and then like as I'm like, oh, if it was the rest of it, but like it was like I'm itching, and it was in capital letters, and I'm like, what? I'm sorry. Go
oh,
ahead.
no, it's fine. But I came to a reality, man. Like, if if the Niners were the Seahawks, we
Mhm.
would all be saying that team is broken. They've been figured out. They figured out Geno Smith. They figured out that defense.
That's
And we would
because
be
we
saying,
know, Mike. We know the Niners, Mike. We've not. The Seahawks didn't start off 5-0. The Seahawks don't have what we have as the San Francisco 49ers, and something is wrong. Something's off track.
I agree. And what I'm saying is, you and everybody who's picking us to win hopes that
I
we
don't
fix
hope
it.
shit. I know we're gonna win. I know it.
Send me
You.
$100 so I can bet it on the game.
I don't bet on my team.
I Send me
I'm
$100.
not
I
sending
won't
you
tell you what I'm gonna
$100
do with
because
it.
it's still like I'm betting on my team. But I'll send you $100 if you need $100.
It ain't about what I need. I said so I could bet it, but I won't tell you what I'm doing with it if that'll make you feel
You
better.
already told me what you was doing with it. Because then I'm gonna be like, Mike, did you bet? You bet on the team.
Man,
Now, listen, I will say this: if the Niners do lose, now it's time to have this conversation as far as
I think
panicking and things like that. But I'm not panic mode yet. That's why I don't hope. I know that they'll win.
here's why I'm in panic mode. I think that the Niners formula got flipped on them. I'm not talking about the way that we win games. The Niners were a team that wanted to send the defense on the field first. We want a quick 3-and-out, maybe give them 1 or 2 first downs, but then we force a punt. That's not working. And now, all of a sudden, all I hear is Brock Purdy's not used to playing from behind. Well, what if that all of a sudden is the formula for teams? We get the ball first, we score first, we pin our ears back and put pressure all day, all game. What if it's that simple with slowing down the 49ers Brock Purdy led offense?
I
What if
mean,
it's that simple?
in the last game, didn't Cincinnati get the ball first? I thought the defense came out. We forced them to go 3-and-out. I'm like, all right, cool. Right? I could be wrong. I might have been missing something, but I thought that's what happened.
So I'm looking at it here. Let me pull up the drive for drive thing here because I'm not 100% certain. No, first quarter touchdown Bengals is what it says. They scored. It was 7-0. And then touchdown Christian McCaffrey, 7-7. And then touchdown Bengals, 14-7. And then field goal by the Niners, 14-10. We still losing. And then field goal by them, third quarter, 17-10.
I
And then
mean,
touchdown
all I
by them,
asked was, did we have the
24-10.
ball first?
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I was just
I mean,
looking at
there's
the
nothing you
scoring.
could do about that. Like, it's a 50-50 chance. So, like, you're saying if we get the ball first, then we're good. I mean, if they get the ball first and we go defense, like we just got to win the coin toss. The fact lately we haven't been winning the coin toss. Because
What
I
I'm
need to
saying is,
know if the Niners won the coin toss in the Cleveland game and the Minnesota game. You just clearly told me that we didn't win it. I don't think we have. I think every game the Niners offense had to come on the field first, which put pressure,
you're
but
not scoring.
and it's because of other, it's not just because of Brock Purdy, it's because the offense effing fails. Christian McCaffrey fumbled in them first 2 games in the red zone. He
Well,
didn't
no,
fumble.
the one was Dallas, and then we won that game, and then the other one was Cleveland, and
No,
we
he
lost.
fumbled in Cleveland. He fumbled in Minnesota. Mike, and he fumbled in Dallas. You right.
I was talking about the opening drive, bro. Don't do that. I was specifically talking about the opening drive, and that's what you were talking about. You're right. He did have those 3,
Yeah,
but
but I'm talking about the
opening drive.
opening drives too, right? Because in the Cleveland game, it was on the opening drive of the 49ers. And we got to the red zone and he fumbled it. He did the same thing in the Minnesota game. That ball
You
popped out.
might be right. You might be right. I don't. All right, maybe you're right. So what you're saying is, as long as we scored and we win the game, if we score in our opening possession, we good.
Um, I mean, if it's going to your theory of not playing from behind, I think the defense is for some reason. Wait. You said that the Bengals got the ball first in the Cincinnati game,
I
so I
said we
was right.
scored first.
No, I asked you who got the ball first.
I don't know who got the ball first. I think we got the ball first and went 3-and-out. That's what I think happened.
So it doesn't
I
show
think
you our
I
first
think
drive. What the hell
that was
drive
the
you looking
game.
at? It should show
That
you
was
the.
the
It should show you who had the first drive. Who had the drive?
correct.
Who had the ball first?
It's not. I'm looking. What I'm trying to tell you is it's only showing me scoring drives. It's only showing me the scoring
Oh, just
summary.
take all.
And
Click on all drives. I'm so used to
right,
looking at PFF where they have all drives. My bad.
yeah, no, I don't. I don't. You know, man, come on, man. I can pull it up. I'll pull it up on like NFL.com or something. But I see that the first score was them with 8 minutes and 11 seconds in the first quarter. So we got the ball first. We went 3-and-out. This is listen. I can prove that we got the ball first because the first one was an
It's
outside
okay.
zone
I'm
run.
just asking. I believe it.
It was an outside zone run for 8 yards, and then we ended up punting and couldn't get 2 yards on 2 more
Okay.
attempts.
So this
Of
goes
course,
back
Tim
to the.
went to the podium and talked about that.
This goes back to that theory of the Niners need to win the coin toss. But it's
Oh, so you saying we should put the defense out first?
did they win the coin toss?
No, probably not because we got the ball.
Right, because you're saying usually the defense goes out first, they come out, they set the tone. So I'm trying to figure out in any of those games, did the defense do that and these teams score on the first drive? That's all I'm asking. I feel like I'm
Vikings,
not asking it right. I
the
don't
Vikings,
know.
the Vikings game.
So the Vikings, the 49ers defense came out on the field first,
Think so.
and they got
Yes.
punched right in the mouth.
I'm going to look it up right now. I am looking right now, and it says, and it goes.
Yeah,
All
they
right,
said that the Vikings got the ball first in that game.
and touchdown, 4 minutes. Yep,
Well,
right down the field on us.
so then it doesn't matter. So the
Or
coin.
you could
So the
say Mike was right.
about right about what?
But we won the coin toss. We sent the defense out, and they punched us in the mouth, and we can't play from behind.
Okay, all right.
This got to be longer than 30 minutes. I can't believe it's been 21 minutes.
Well,
Is
it
this
can't be
right?
longer than 30 minutes because I gotta go to work. So at the end of the day, like I never said I don't get it, but yeah, you're right. I guess if that's what you want me to say.
All right.
We
All right.
can't play
So,
from behind, but then we score to tie it up. But that's still
against the
playing from
Vikings,
behind. No.
the Vikings scored twice in a row. They had 7, then they had 10, then we got a touchdown. Then they scored again and missed the extra
Well,
point.
we just were playing from behind that whole game.
Yes, we never had a lead in that game. We never had a lead in that game, never tied it up. So, all right, but that's neither here nor there. Right now, we got to talk about Steve Wilks
Mm.
because everyone has been saying that, he needs to come down from the booth to the field. And Wayne, I want to ask you realistically, what we expect that to change? Because I don't even know that he's going to do it. I don't think he should. I used to think he should. I'm no
That's what I
longer subscribing
remember
to it.
too. Like Kirk throws the pick because Mooney Ward gets the first pick. The 49ers offense couldn't punch it in. That's what happened. I remember now. And then they got the ball back and then they scored. But we had the opportunity to score first. Christian McCaffrey fumble.
Full play-by-play.
So the defense did their job.
We no. We started with the ball. We drove all the way down the field, and Christian McCaffrey fumbled. They took over, and they marched down the field and scored. That's what happened first. We got the ball.
So Kirk Cousins didn't throw the pick to the second drive?
Oh, no. You're right. You're okay. Okay. Yes,
This
you're right.
motherfucker, yo. All right.
You're right.
All right, cool. Steve
You're right.
Wilks. Here we go.
Yes.
Booth Field. Doesn't
I
matter.
say it don't matter. I say it don't matter, but everyone and Wayne, we can't both have the same.
No, God dang it. I didn't know you was going to say it don't matter.
Yeah, but we said it at the same time. Jinx, you owe me a soda.
Yes, but you have to be specific. It's Pepsi, Coke, Sprite.
Dr.
You can't just
Pepper.
say it. So nah, you too late now. I done started
Yeah,
talking after the jinx. Yeah, bro, you can't get me on that. We do it again. You gotta be specific with the soda.
All right, I got you. All right, so let's talk about it, man. Wilkes coming down to the booth.
Coming down to the field.
To the field. I'm sorry, coming down to the field.
I really don't know. Like I really don't get it. Other than the fact that the 49er faithful are used to seeing a rah-rah, hand in the chest type of defensive coordinator to whatever. That's what we got players and captains for. Hey, I did say Soder. Look, y'all gonna
So
learn about
that this whole thing with Wilkes coming down is to appease the fans.
If Wilkes comes down from the booth, that means Kyle Shanahan watches No Harm, No Foul, Nothing But Niners, Nitty Gritty Niners, The Wayne Breezy Show, and any other show that we and our crews are on, because that's Kyle Shanahan trying to please the fans. I don't think it matters.
Don't either, but I don't like that we both feel that. So I gotta feel
Then it matters, Mike. Black lives matter.
A little bit.
No.
So
I got you.
There would be some differences, right? There would be some differences where you can actually get down there and talk to guys face to face. Let them see the intensity in your eyes. Steve Wilkes is not an emotional guy. So he's not going to be rah-rah. He's not going to be like, hey, come on. A pick, a turnover, none of that's going to make a difference. He's not going to be jumping and celebrating, high-fiving guys on the sideline. So the changes that would happen would be immediate and direct communication, not just with the players, but with the position coaches. When he starts talking to Johnny Holland about the linebackers, or when he starts talking to Coach Sarek about the defensive linemen, right? That would be the immediate and biggest difference if he were to be on the field as opposed to up in the booth. Right? Is that fair to say?
It's fair to say, but the fact that you're saying that would be the immediate difference, that's not him. If that's not him, it wouldn't be a difference then. Other than the fact that he could communicate quicker he can communicate personally to his coaches and players. The option of the face to face. That let's call it that because we got the face off show coming up. Let's call it the face to face interactions would be there. What if he's not a face to face interaction guy?
Right. He's been known as a teacher. He's
A,
not an
a
emotional
philosopher.
support dog.
Right.
He's
Right.
he's not
But,
here to make you feel better about what's going on. Do you?
but you know, here's my thing, right? Doesn't he have Johnny Holland and Chris Kosir? Aren't they under him? Aren't those his coaches? That's their job. I'm sorry.
That's it.
That's their job.
So why? So
Because
why?
it's because we're used to seeing D'Amico and Robert Saleh. Those guys are gone.
And those guys are 20 years his junior. Let's be real. Let's be fucking
I think
real.
I think if Steve Wilks raised the decibel in his voice, I think he'll be in the hospital. Like I really think like age isn't nothing but a number in this situation. Like
right.
Yeah.
Right. Niner fans were sitting here saying, "Oh man, we shouldn't have got Wilks. We should have really fought and got Vic Fangio." Guess where Vic Fangio coaches from?
The booth.
The upper room.
Oh, what you know about life? The
Come on,
upper
man, don't do that.
room where G.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
I'm just saying, like, does Wilks have some issues? Yes. But I just don't think the booth to the field is going to matter. But I feel like if he does it, it's because Kyle Shanahan's trying to make the fans happy.
I was watching this play breakdown by our buddy, friend of the show, right? Really good friend of the show, John Chapman. And it was this play where the Niners had 8 men in the box.
8.
Right? And guess what I noticed about these 8 men in the box? They were all standing directly behind the defensive lineman. So all the gaps.
That's not Steve Wilks. That's not Steve Wilks. That's not on Wilks. That's on those position coaches. Hey man, they get paid. Hey, at the end of the day, let me ask you this question, right? My name is Fred Warner.
Okay. What's up, Fred?
I'm the smartest motherfucker on this football field.
I like your hair and your physicality.
I'm the general of this defense.
Call the shots, big dog. Motivate.
Y'all, hold on. Because you ain't got this sound. Y'all ain't lined up right. Now, I know there's not a lot of time, but Fred has that captain in the secondary. He has the front. And Fred needs to slap the fat ass and be like, move. Like, I need my space. So you're telling me that player, not all the players, but that player doesn't have that ability? There's accountability on everybody on the defense. Now, so Steve might see it from up top, but why his coaches ain't translating? So you mean to tell me let me go. I'm Steve Wilks. Here's the formation I want us to run. I want us to stack the box. You're one of my position coaches.
Come on.
Let's say you're the linebackers coach. Say you're Johnny Holland. How do you stack how are you stacking this box?
My goal, my thing, make it so that they don't see any open gaps. So
right.
They don't see any open spots.
That's John's issue.
If he's in A, he's in C, and then bro, y'all need to align and get in the opposite ones. Getting B, getting D. Like, what are we talking about here?
But I think that just misalignments. I think that alludes to missed tackles, misreads.
Come on.
Misinterpretations.
Now you're trying to avoid not only your players, but you're also trying to get in position because they're trying to get the guy also. So now y'all are pursuing the same exact spot at the same time. It's 2 missed tackles or it's 1 made tackle.
Bingo.
And guess what's been up? No team is safe.
No. We got. Oh, you're right. Damn it.
Do you know it? Don't come
I
on,
I
man.
got listen. I got a Bleacher Report show at 4 p.m. guys. That's why we're a little earlier today. So if you guys are on the Bleacher Report app, the show will be live. If you're following me on Twitter, you could just click on the link. Mike, when I was texting you earlier, I was like, I know why you couldn't watch the show because I sent
Oh,
you
that's
the
what you were
app.
talking about.
I sent you the link to be a creator on the app, and that's why you had to sign in and do all that crazy crap. I'm like, why you just couldn't click the link and watch it?
Oh, okay. I'm looking forward to catching you today, pause. But yeah, that's good
I,
then.
I didn't
That's
think that
good.
deserved a pause. That was clean.
I'm looking forward to catching you.
Yeah.
All right, maybe not. That's cool. I'm cool with that. Thank you for. I'll take my pause back then. I'm gonna
Yeah,
catch
you
Wayne.
hold that pause, dog. But no, seriously, my so like, look, I'm not saying Steve Wilks doesn't have faults. Listen, that zero blitz play, even though it was still poorly executed, I just think the timing was wrong. That's his fault. Dude, that's his bad. But
Yeah.
lately, like, look, when you're, it's so crazy how we all knew at the beginning of the season that the Nickelback spot was going to be a problem, but we
Oh,
just felt like it was going to be easy fill, and it ain't. And what are teams doing? I
oh,
know we see Mooney Ward give up a play, flag, Diamador Lenore, same difference on the outside, but it's rare. They are picking and they're forcing these DBs to cover their best receiver in the slot. And that, my friend, is where we're struggling. And I just don't think we have seen any production from a coverage standpoint. I don't think Steve Wilks can fix that because of the piece. It's like you're telling me, as great as I am, I gotta really make this unpolished shine. I gotta do it. I gotta figure it out. But what's happening is they're putting Jamar Chase there. I don't give a fuck if Jordan Addison is a rookie or not. That cat got speed and he was a first round draft pick.
shouldn't matter, man. Gap integrity is gap integrity. If there's a body there that
You're
can
you're
tackle me, he
talking
can't
you're
get through.
you're talking tackling. I'm talking coverage. At the end
Eh,
of the but at the end of the day, Isaiah Oliver ain't the cover dude. He's just not a cover dude. He's a tackling and space dude. Big difference, right? Zero missed
Shoot.
tackles in space. Zero.
Oh my.
Jamar Chase reverse the play we like to do. I like to call it the Brandon Ayuk, the jet reverse, or what how many yards he get on that? I'll tell you,
All
negative
of them.
eight. Negative eight. Negative eight. That's Isaiah Oliver. But the moment Jamar Chase lines up in that slot, or Billy Bob Thornton lines up in the slot, it don't matter who it is. If you put a move on him or you just run a quick slant, it's a catch, and possibility is killing you. And that's because of the nickelback spot, bro. It's where we're weak. It's the weakest point, and that is where Steve Wilks is gonna have to figure it out. And that is on him. He's gonna have to figure it out. Now, it ain't his fault on the pieces he got, but he got to find a way to make it work, get some of them players to overcompensate it. At this point, put the motherfucking rookie in the slot. At this point, give me Jair Brown. He can't be worse. No team is safe when you're on the prowl. This is your boy
I'm like,
Breezy, and this is no harm, no foul.
we're supposed to be out of here, right?
Yeah, Mike sucks.
Peace.